Welcome to Monday Night Raw, and welcome back. We are fresh off the heels of WWE Backlash that was presented to you from WWE Raw. What a night of action that we did have this past Saturday night at WWE Backlash. And of course, much fallout to come from that. Where is the future of Batista? We heard that Eric Bischoff last week on Monday Night Raw said there's going to be some changes. We're going to find out more about that in the coming weeks. And also, Backlash, thank you so much for the incredible support on that. Incredible amount of views. Seems like you guys really enjoyed our first PLE pay-per-view of the Ruthless Aggression era. And just a quick note before we get into the show, just wanted to update you guys. So the intention of this universe mode is not to stay in the Ruthless Aggression forever. It's starting at 2005 and it will go all the way to, well, hopefully current day, but it's going to take a couple of game cycles. But it's how I would have wanted to do it. And also, talking about like things like unfortunate deaths and stuff, they won't be included. So like people like Eddie Guerrero will retire roughly when I think he would have retired. The same with like Test and other people that will come back. So it's going to be very exciting. We're going to see some dream matches throughout the year. And of course, things that should have happened that didn't will happen. So I'm not going to give any spoilers away of what's to come, but it's very exciting times on the channel. Thank you so much for your overwhelming support, by the way. I'm going to leave you with the rest of the highlights from Backlash. If you haven't seen Backlash, the replay is now available on the channel. I'll leave a link in the description to the full pay-per-view and the kickoff show. If you haven't seen that, make sure you do, because Raw is going to kick off with one of the biggest spoilers from Backlash ever. Make sure you go check that out. But guys, thank you for the support. I've said it a million times. Never thought I'd be here. So thank you so much for supporting the universe mode. Thank you so much for subscribing to the channel. Every like, every comment, I appreciate it. I'll see you in the episode of Raw. Enjoy the rest of the highlights. We are live from Boston, and the fallout for Backlash. Well, I'm going to say it here, and I really wanted to say this. Hold on, let me G this up. I can't G this up enough for this turn. Right, 3, 2, 1. Here comes the pain. Well, this man went in the UFC to play around for a year, and now he is back. And unfortunately, it was Chris Masters, just 5 weeks into his WWE debut, who was on the receiving end of a receipt from this man, Brock Lesnar. Well, the next big thing is back. And it's not looking good for the rest of the roster. I'm pretty sure that some necks were broken with the head turns when this man showed up in New Hampshire at Backlash. But Brock Lesnar is not here to play games, he's not here to make friends, and he's certainly not here to impress anybody. I have to wonder if is Chris Masters okay. I mean, is he gonna, I don't even know if you can give repercussions to Brock in the same sentence, to be fair. But the Beast is back. Last night at Backlash, I came back to the WWE and I destroyed Chris Masters in the middle of that ring. I didn't come back to play games or entertain anyone. I came back because obviously I have unfinished business, and I am not leaving until I am done. I'm finished with that UFC chapter, however short it may be, and I'm back where I belong. And this time I'm staying. I'm not signed to Raw, and I'm not signed to SmackDown, but sooner or later I'm going to choose one. And when I do choose one, someone on that brand is going to feel the pain, and they will regret it. I don't care who you are or what title you hold. If you stand in my way, I will break you in the same way that I broke Chris Masters last night. This is a warning to the entire roster that the next big thing is back, and I'm only getting started. Here comes the pain. Well, shiver me timbers is the word. I could feel the energy oozing from the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. He is back, and he's not here to play games, and he's here to stay. I'm sure that a lot of individuals on this Raw roster will be scared. And speaking of scared, this man has, rather weirdly on the kickoff show at Backlash last night, it was Chris Jericho who has been very adamant with his rivalry with Shelton Benjamin, who regained the Intercontinental Championship last Saturday at Backlash. And Christian usually we associate with being on the side of the cheap wins. It wasn't Christian, it was Chris Jericho who entered the ring with a stop sign. Don't know where he got that from, maybe on the local traffic road on the way into the arena. But he wasn't scheduled for a match. He's very frustrated at the moment. Is Y2J, and it was Y2J that took that stop sign, hit Christian on the head, and that's going to lead to this match tonight, because Chris Jericho, by our Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff, has been told that he needs to go one-on-one with Christian. We need to resolve our differences here in the Intercontinental Championship division. Of course, Shelton Benjamin is your new two-time Intercontinental Champion already. Well, Jericho had motives, but we don't know what they are. All we do know is that Jericho did do what he did. He's been very vocal. Jericho's been very vocal over the last 6 months since losing the Intercontinental Championship to Shelton Benjamin. He's not happy with the way things are going. Tonight, Christian's going to have a chance at his revenge, and the 6'6" problem solver Tyson Tomko is in his corner. Well, the question is, can Y2J get back to the tippy top of the mountain? That remains to be seen. So far, not looking so good. I'm sure if I've learned anything about this man Y2J over the years, he certainly has the ability to get there again. Well, the last time we saw these two face off was in a triple threat match for that Intercontinental Championship, whereby Christian did win the Intercontinental Championship, and Jericho's going to start this one off fast. A clothesline taking down Captain Charisma, and a shot back. And I mean, after many years of Christian antagonizing the crowd, you have to think that maybe, just maybe, now might be the time that the fans are starting to appreciate Captain Charisma for what he really is. And he's up there for Chris Jericho. You have to wonder, will that 6'6" problem solver outside the ring be a problem? He's going to try and scoop at Jericho's legs. A kick out two there from Christian anyway. Jericho started off this match quite strong. Collar and elbow tie up here as we're live in Boston from the FleetCenter. The fallout from WWE Backlash. A missed-spinning heel kick there from Christian. Very wide of the mark. And again with a punch nowhere near. Jericho now pumping himself up to the crowd here in Boston. It's been a sold out for weeks, this arena, in anticipation for the fallout for WWE Backlash. We just saw the Beast is back. You never know what will happen inside a WWE ring. East to the back there from Jericho. Of course, the first ever undisputed champion. It looks like a problem needs solving, and Tomko's going to get involved, and we're going to have some chain wrestling here. Christian and Jericho are going to tie it up once more. Submission hold there from Christian. Jericho manages to get back to his feet. I think what's important here is Christian doesn't let him cinch in that headlock. A lot of talk on the midsection of Chris Jericho. Will apply extra pressure. Reversal there from Christian. He's going to do absolutely everything in order to win this match. His dignity was down the toilet at Backlash following that stop sign. Of course, I'm sure it's reigning Intercontinental Champion, at least of this era. Bit of an embarrassing trait for Captain Charisma, who worked so hard to get back to where he felt he deserved. Oh, some wonderful manoeuvres here. Look at the strength of Jericho powering up and a roll-up pin into the double underhook pinfall and a kick out from Christian. And Christian just bides his time getting out the ring. The problem solver's introducing a kendo stick. Maybe it might not be that Christian is a crowd favourite right now. Referee in charge, John Cone's going to have to get removal of that kendo stick. We can't, of course, disqualification in effect. Christian with a nice spinning heel kick there to the former undisputed champion, former Intercontinental champion. Jericho's on track to become the youngest, maybe one of the youngest Grand Slam champions ever. Just to do that, he'd have to go capture the United States Championship, and a cross body there from Christian. And a neck breaker from Jericho as he fights back out of this. Now into the barricade goes Jericho, Christian and Chris Jericho fighting in front of this crowd. They're very excited to be here for Raw. Christian now continuing. Referee's count is at 5. He'll be aware of that count. Christian going to make his way back into the ring. Of course, Christian does decide to win this via count out. That would be unfortunate, but he's not going to do that. Very surprised. Is Christian a changed man? Let me know in the comments. Back in the ring we're going to go. Jericho with the reversal. Maybe playing a little bit of possum there. Now Jericho might be looking for the springboard. Christian, quick, the reaction takes him out. You have to think about the frustration that Christian's experiencing. Barely holding the Intercontinental Championship for longer than a week. Running clothesline there from Christian, taking down Y2J. This action has spilt outside the ring. Look at the carnage, and back in the ring we go. Christian. Jericho now. Not had much offense in this part of the match. As we reach the business end, an Irish whip into reversal. Drop toe hold from Captain Charisma. Seeing some comments. Justice for Christian. Well, he's going to get his opportunity at Jericho for revenge tonight, but of course by justice, I'm assuming that the WWE Universe means the Intercontinental Championship. We don't know what the road will look like for that for Shelton Benjamin. It's going to be interesting. Armbar here on Christian. The referee's back's turned. He's not going to tap anyway. He's going to escape. Nice reversal there from Captain Charisma. Oh, ducks under. Jericho's days could be numbered. A nice reverse DDT there from Captain Charisma. The shoulder up from Jericho. Still alive in this contest is the first ever undisputed champion. Irish whip there. Has won that back in 2001. Triple H was not happy about that, and he's not going to be happy tonight. I can assure you of that. To losing to Batista yet again. Fair and square. And it looks like Batista might be on his journey to another brand. So we'll have to I'll keep you updated. A cross body there from Jericho, taking down the former Intercontinental champion. Lovely Northern Lights suplex there from Jericho. This one's going to... Wait, who the hell is that? I mean, I know that man. I recognise him from watching the independent scene, Ring of Honor. That is CM Punk. He's doing a job on the 6'6" problem solver, Tyson Tomko, but what the hell is he doing in a WWE arena? Oh my word. And it's getting a bit extreme, this. Punk gonna yank the arm of Tomko. We get some security out here. Who authorised this man to be in the building? Wait a second, the Dudley Boys? We haven't seen these since 2004. It's been 9 months since we've seen the Dudley Boys, and they're putting a beat down on Jericho. What is this in aid of? Oh, of course, get the tables. Former WWE Tag Team Champions. Of course, the most decorated tag team in all of WWE history. They're donning a different look, a different persona. And they're attacking Chris Jericho. What is this in aid of? Is there any security in this arena? Oh, good God, and Devon's going to take Jericho to the table. Oh, he's going to let Bubba do his duty. He's going to let Bubba do his duty and a flat jack through the table. What the hell? CM Punk, the Dudley Boys? I don't know what's going on, folks, but we definitely need to get some control here. And WWE Raw, it appears, has been invaded. I don't know what I've just seen. I don't know what them people are doing. Oh boy. I'm excited for this one. Of course, Lita falling short to Trish Stratus. Not because Lita wasn't good enough. Again, it was due to that debut. And I found out the name of that woman. I didn't know it back then. It's Mickie James. She is a young up-and-coming talent. She signed to WWE. But this girl, this woman, wow. She's making a meteoric rise here in the WWE. She hasn't been on Raw for a few weeks. But Ashley Massaro, just better known as Ashley, is back on Monday Night Raw here in Boston. She's going to go one-on-one with the WWE Women's Champion Trish Stratus. Because Lita is in her corner. Well, you have to think that Trish is going to be accompanied by that hardcore country girl, Mickie James. And I tell you what, Mickie James does look like a badass. Of course, she is going to be accompanied to the ring by Mickie James. And of course, Lita's out here for Ashley's sake. I mean, we're talking a match of magnitude. I mean, you have to consider if Ashley can successfully score a pinfall on the WWE Women's Champion, then come on, it's going to be a title match, surely. Well, Trish is just here for business. She isn't going to allow Ashley to get that momentum. I can assure you, and the crowd was riving out with boos for Trish Stratus here tonight on Monday Night Raw, as we are sold out. And Trish going to go straight after Ashley, who's taking in the crowd momentum. They're obviously cheering for her. She's become so popular. A meteoric rise for the young Ashley. She's been an incredible talent, and she's been something a little bit different to the WWE in terms of from a technical aspect. She's a good wrestler, good technical wrestler. It's nice to see her finally getting a moment against the WWE Women's Champion. And the one thing that I will say about Ashley Massaro is the heart of this girl is unmeasured. Shot to the lower knee there of Trish. Looks like Ashley's going to get some. And rag in there. Get her, Ashley. And this crowd is firmly behind the young rookie. Into the corner. Forearm there from Ashley. She's looking to build up momentum. And ever since signing on Raw here earlier this year, she's been impressive. I've been mightily impressed with her. She's scored some big victories over the likes of Victoria in the past. It's going to be a big opportunity here against the WWE Women's Champion, who's now considered a veteran. It's going to have to be the performance of Ashley's life, and this will be, in fact, the biggest moment of her career thus far. And she's doing a good job at slamming Trish's face into the mat. She's not messing around here, isn't Ashley? I cannot wait to see where this skater girl ends up. I think she's got a huge future ahead here in the WWE. However long she wants to be here, the world is her oyster. Trish Stratus is the shark in the sea. A nice wrench of the neck there from Trish Stratus. She's going to continue to go work on Ashley, who's just propped up against that middle rope, and the veteran instinct of the... And she's just going to tell Lita. And a bit of showboating here from Trish. We've become accustomed to that since she turned her back on the WWE Universe. She's not interested in popularity contests anymore. She's just here to inflict damage, inflict pain. And now Ashley. Oh, wow! Springboard moonsault. When have you ever seen a lady do that? Apart from that woman on the outside of the ring, Lita. Now Ashley taunting Mickie James on the outside of the ring. Ashley Massaro going to work on Trish Stratus. Clothesline there from Trish. Oh, for God's sake. Already debuckling the turnbuckle pad. Trish insecure already. Oh, yes, get her, Ashley, and sweeps Trish off the side of the ring apron. I think we're all rooting for Ashley here, and into the barricade goes Trish Stratus. And oh, it's driven in again. Good match this. Great advertisement for the women's division, which is steadily growing here in the WWE. Some incredible talent coming in. Of course, might not like what she did at Backlash. I've seen some footage of it, so we've got to do our research commentators of this young lady, Mickie James. She's pretty badass. And I think the WWE women's division is really on an upward trajectory. Now Ashley might be lining up for the finish. Trish reads her, the referee's back turn. Oh no, DDT from Stratus. And now it's... Oh, for God's sake. We don't know what the benefit of doing that is, to be fair. Trish now with another DDT, making sure Ashley can't get to her feet. And I don't know what Trish is trying to do. Maybe she wants the ring crew to have more of a job, earn their wages. Oh no. Please, God, no. Referee, turn your back. A kendo stick in hand. Ashley's still there. She stops her. Thank God. Any shortcut you can think. Let's look back at how Trish used to be. Trish used to be one of the most respected women. Oh, wait a second. Ashley now. Kendo stick. Oh, no, it's reversal. And Ashley was going to use it, and I don't blame her. Oh, God, now Trish is looking for another kendo stick shot to Ashley. The referee is finally going to interject and take the kendo stick off Trish, and that's going to lead to... Wait a second. Ashley now. Trish is startled by the referee. And Ashley now... That's Lita's move. Get her, Ashley. That is Lita's signature move. And the flying elbow from Ashley. She's going to do it. Oh, my word. And Ashley pins the WWE Women's Champion. I've got goosebumps. It was Trish Stratus's insecure nature trying to use the kendo stick. Did use the kendo stick. And Ashley read her like a book. And that move right there, the woman on the outside of the ring, the twist of fate. You know, it was reversed into the neck breaker. It's a variation she's been learning under the tutelage of Lita. And Lita is absolutely ecstatic, by the way. And if I'm Ashley Massaro, I'm going straight to General Manager Eric Bischoff and saying, I just pinned your WWE Women's Champion. Wow. What do you guys think? Is it the era of Ashley? Is the era of Stratusfaction going to be over? You'll have to find out in the coming weeks. But we're going to continue the show. And just a heads up, the Animal, the World Heavyweight Champion, is in Boston. Well, the General Manager Eric Bischoff did mention something about brands. It's been all over social media as of late. So we're going to hear with Batista. Eric Bischoff has asked Batista to come to the ring, the World Heavyweight Champion. And in case I didn't mention it, but in our main event tonight, Intercontinental Champion Shelton Benjamin goes one-on-one with Triple H, the game. He's not going to be a happy bunny. Last Saturday at Backlash, I beat Triple H, and I walked out still your World Heavyweight Champion. I've proven time and time again that I am the best in this company. And I'm not going anywhere. Triple H thought he could take this away from me, but he failed. Just like everyone else who's tried. I am the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm going to keep this title for a very, very, very long time. Well, here comes the Raw General Manager Eric Bischoff. Batista just trying to celebrate his championship victory here with the WWE Universe. And a thought's just clicked into my head. Imagine Batista versus Brock Lesnar for that World Heavyweight title. That can happen now, but we don't know Brock Lesnar's status. Congratulations, Batista. I mean, seriously, congratulations. You beat Triple H last night. You are still the World Heavyweight Champion. There's been a lot of rumours circling around on social media. That was an impressive performance, I'll give you that. But I've got some news that might change things for you. After Judgment Day, which SmackDown will host in 2 weeks' time, myself, Teddy Long, and the chairman Vince McMahon have been discussing ways to make both brands more competitive. And we have came to a group decision. Either John Cena, the WWE Champion, or his Judgment Day challenger Kurt Angle, whoever walked out of that pay-per-view with the WWE Championship, will be switching brands with you. That means that the WWE Championship is coming to Monday Night Raw And the World Heavyweight Championship is going to SmackDown. You've got next week off, Batista. Enjoy it. Because after that, things are going to look a lot different around here, whether you like it or not. You will be going over to the blue brand. And we believe that is what is best for business. I've done everything there is to do here on Monday Night Raw, Eric. I want to put my past behind me. You can move me to SmackDown if you want, Bischoff. I'm still the World Heavyweight Champion. I'm still the only champion. And I'm going to be the best no matter what brand I'm on. And you can't take that away from me. Well, swapping of the world champions. I'm quite excited to see how that looks. Of course, will it be John Cena? Will it be Kurt Angle? You have to tune into Judgment Day to find out. That's a SmackDown affair. This is huge news, though, by the way, ladies and gentlemen. Speaking of huge news, I don't think this man will be best pleased. He's desperate to get his hand on the animal Batista. But the fact is, unless something drastic happens, it's not going to happen. Well, the cerebral assassin in the game, the 10-time world champion, I imagine, is wanting to stake his claim as the first competitor for whether it be John Cena or Kurt Angle with the WWE Championship, who will come over after Judgment Day. And I'm getting the word that there will be a few chair roster swaps as well. So it's not just as champions, it's going to be a couple of other people are moving around. So that'll be after Judgment Day. We don't need to worry too much about that. But right here tonight, we've got our main event of the evening live from Boston. It's Triple H, the Intercontinental Champion, Shelton Benjamin, one-on-one. One thing I want to mention, although Shelton Benjamin might be in a good mood, this man certainly isn't. And I don't know if Shelton Benjamin is going to be the most fortunate man in Boston tonight. Because this man is looking to take out the pure frustration of losing to the animal not once, but twice. He told us all a dream. He told us all it took was 1 second, and he did hit the pedigree. It would be over. He did hit the pedigree, and it wasn't over. The animal proved everybody what everybody says about him. That resiliency, it's impossible to deny. He kicked out. He managed to get back up, and it was the Batista bomb yet again that put away and put down the 10-time world champion for the second time in 5 weeks. Well, Batista's journey going forward looks like it will be blue. Triple H might be following him. We know that there's going to be a couple of minor roster changes. It's going to be nothing drastic. And what does the future look like for this man? He looks very agitated. I'm sure he will have been backstage just before coming out, hearing the news. I can't imagine he's best pleased. But, of course, that does mean John Cena or Kurt Angle will definitely come over to Monday Night Raw. Well, let's not be all doom and gloom. Let's talk about this man. Although he didn't win it how he probably would have liked to, it was obvious that Shelton Benjamin did not see Chris Jericho come in the ring and hit Christian on the head with a stop sign. Nevertheless, he is still the Intercontinental Champion. Well, he's the new Intercontinental Champion at that. This man has had a meteoric rise since his departure from Team Angle back in 2004. It took him mere months to capture the the Intercontinental Championship. Because with the WWE European Championship's been out of commission now for a couple of years. Maybe I'm losing my marbles. But Shelton Benjamin, he'll be here to put on a spectacle and a good performance against the former World Heavyweight Champion. It's going to be very difficult. I can only imagine that Triple H is not in a good mood. And he certainly isn't straight away, firing away at Benjamin. Turning his back, maybe trying to take in this crowd here in Boston. I don't know if that was the wisest thing in the world. Triple H is, well, let's just say he's not a happy bunny. And going to go to work here on Shelton Benjamin. A punch attempted. Benjamin with a reversal. Lovely move here. Neck breaker from the Intercontinental Champion. Imagine at just the ripe young age of your early 20s, you've held 2 WWE Intercontinental Championships within a year. It's incredible. The goal for Shelton Benjamin obviously next is probably that next step. Saw him in a contest a couple of weeks back testing himself, and of course he has tested himself against the likes of the Nature Boy Ric Flair, who many consider the greatest of all time. Come out on top. Maybe the sky's the limit for Benjamin. A big clothesline here from Triple H. And he's not here to mess around anymore. He's done enough pleasantries in this match, enough introducing us to a technical showcase. He's going to go to work on Benjamin right away. Oh, and the back gives way of the game there. Not something we usually see from Triple H. And Benjamin cheering, but don't turn your back on the cerebral assassin. That's a little bit naive from the young Intercontinental Champion there. The cerebral assassin is stalking his prey, and a punch between the eyes for Benjamin's troubles. So he'll follow that up with some ground and pound. He's not messing around here today, is Triple H. And another lot of ground and pound to the WWE Intercontinental Champion. Welcome to the goddamn show, Shelton Benjamin. This crowd, obviously, a woman there saying, holding up a sign saying, "Marry me, I'm single." Don't know who that's directed at. Now a shot to the face and a back body drop here. Oh no, atomic drop there from Triple H. And a lovely neck breaker from the game. I think my biggest criticism about the conception of Triple H is it can't go to the technical depth of other wrestlers. I certainly can assure you that isn't the case. Back to his feet comes Benjamin. Triple H is going to continue to go to work on the Intercontinental Champion. A reversal here from Benjamin, who's looking to build a bit of momentum of his own, forearm of his own to the former World Heavyweight Champion, former 10-time World Champion. That's an incredible feat. I don't think we can quite comprehend how many championships that is. He's looking to catch Ric Flair's record. Beautiful somersault into the powerbomb. Oh wow, Benjamin, powerbomb, and that's like a Batista bomb. You're getting flashbacks for sure. Benjamin now taking a moment to exchange with the crowd, who show their love for the Intercontinental Champion. And an incredible technical mat wrestler is Benjamin, and take down there on Triple H. Snaps the neck. And if you're Triple H, it's about putting Batista behind you and looking forward for me. But it's whether the game can do that. A big kick there to Benjamin. Triple H is a veteran already. It doesn't seem like 2 seconds since he was walking through that door as Jean-Paul Levesque from WCW and Hunter Hearst Helmsley. And now he's one of the most feared men, if not the most feared man in all of WWE. That might be put into question with the return of that man that we saw open the show, the next big thing, Brock Lesnar. It looks like Triple H's nightmare has gone from bad to worse. Batista going to SmackDown, the return of Brock Lesnar. We don't know, of course, where he'll be. You know, that's where the WWE draft will come into effect following Judgment Day. Where will Brock sign? Right, Benjamin's now busted open thanks to that barricade shot from the game. He doesn't give a damn. I can assure you there's no remorse in the thought process of the game. Triple H into the barricade goes Benjamin. Huge right hand there from the game, taking down the Intercontinental Champion. And Triple H is just giving us guys at the commentary desk here a bit of a problem. Telling us exactly what he thinks. He's not happy with the referee John Cohn counting this. He wants to inflict punishment, and we saw a few weeks back poor Hurricane and Rosie were on the receiving end of the wrath of the game. Benjamin's back to his feet. Triple H still arguing with the referee. Alright, a punch to Triple H. Triple H is too busy arguing with the referee. Oh, Benjamin with a shot to the midsection. Oh, look at the athleticism of this young... Oh, wow. German suplex, taking down the game. I say I've been so impressed with Shelton Benjamin. So impressed. Triple H could be in trouble. Clothesline from Benjamin, taking down the 10-time champion. Might be looking for a big move. That 450 splash. We've seen him pull that out before. He's not going to go for that this time. Oh, wow. Neck breaker. Blockbuster. The athleticism of Benjamin. Oh, he's wide of the mark there. Springboard moonsault. Absolutely wide of the mark. Going to allow the cerebral assassin going to go for a pinfall. And we felt he caught him with the legs. A bit naive there from the Intercontinental Champion. The game now is pissed. When the game's in this kind of when the game is in this kind of mindset, you might want to press start and exit. Go to the main menu. Oh God, I've seen that turnbuckle pad ripped quite a few times tonight. Benjamin's going to be sent into that, I can assure you. Oh, head off the exposed turnbuckle. He's already bleeding all over the place. Reversal there from the game. A spine buster will change the complexion of this match. Benjamin's still alive, but you have to question how much does the Intercontinental Champion have left? I think that's the million-dollar question, isn't it? Here we go. Irish whip now into the ropes. A flapjack from the game. So Chris Jericho get put through a table by the Dudley Boys. No explanation on that, really. CM Punk, the Dudley Boys invading Monday Night Raw. We don't really know why. I guess we'll find out. Reversal here from Benjamin. A super kick from the Intercontinental Champion. Heart of a Lion. The moonsault. This time it connects. Hook of the leg. Pinfall. Kick out from Triple H. He just scurries his way, trying to get back to his feet. Benjamin's now going to show him a showcase of athleticism. Triple H jumps, and that was a mistake. Scoop slam from the Intercontinental Champion. The victory here for Shelton Benjamin would really went for the T-bone there. Triple H is more than aware of that move. Another big clubbing blow. Another big clubbing blow. And Triple H throwing barbs, throwing haymakers, throwing straights down the barrel. Triple H now might be sensing the end. Shelton Benjamin has come and give it his best shot, but it might not be enough. And Benjamin now, the blood profusely reaching his abdomen. That's testament to the damage that Triple H did from that barricade shot tied in the Tree of Woe, and Triple H just stomps away at the neck. Another clubbing blow. The game now building up momentum. There's blood all over this ring here in Boston. Here we go. Triple H knee to the face of Benjamin, who just falls to his knees. And now it's time for the deadliest 1 second. No, it isn't. Benjamin now stalking his prey, Enziguri, and both men are spent. Both men are down. Benjamin has to look for it now, because Triple H is a long game player. He can, the stamina of this man is scary. Benjamin now looking for a springboard. The game could be looking for a lovely crossbody there from Benjamin, and it wasn't good enough. Back to his feet now, Triple H. Looking for the T-bone yet again. The game reads it. Knee to the face. Oh boy. The game now has had enough. Going for the pedigree again. Benjamin with the super kick reversal. This is nail-biting stuff, Benjamin now. I think he's going to go to the top ropes. He's unaware of Triple H's ability to get out and just takes Benjamin off the top rope. Now, finally, Triple H smells the blood in the water. And it's the deadliest 1 second in WWE. The pedigree. Benjamin was admirable. But tonight, here in Boston, admirable is not enough. Now Triple H celebrate with. Oh my God! It's the next big thing! He fires away at the game. And Triple H now, F5. The hell's Brock Lesnar doing here? Going to the outside. And the game has just been in a hellacious match with the Intercontinental Champion. The next big thing is here to send the next big message. Triple H is helpless. Triple H is defenseless. I might not like the man. Can we please stop this, Brock? Oh my word. Oh God. On the announcer's desk. Good God, F5 again. Cannot believe what I've just seen. Triple H decimated here on Monday Night Raw. The next big thing might have a beeline, and the pen might go to the paper on Monday Night Raw. Thank you for watching, folks.